It's time for round one, heat number 5 here at the Roxy Pro. 3-time world champ Carissa Moore takes on Enever and Alessa Quizon. Carissa and Alessa from the island of Oahu. Joe Trappell alongside former world champ Martin Potter as we are ready to break down the action. Potts watching this one here for our lone goofy foot in the lineup. Alessa Quizon goes up and down. Carissa already with a 2 to her name, Laura 3.0, so all of them getting a bit of a warm-up. Looking at Quizon's strengths, watching her the last couple of years, what are your expectations on the Hawaiian in this matchup?
Well, just a go-for-it attitude, Joe. I think that's what impresses me most about Alessa. She's got a lightning-fast backside snap, but up and running. This was Carissa Moore's opening wave. Still a bit of a sleepy start to it, just getting that feet in the wax. These young ladies have been sitting around all day anticipating a start here, so kind of use up a lot of energy, Joe. So once you hit that lineup, you want to try and refocus and draw the energy from the ocean. Yeah, a lot of the guys were taking notes, that's for sure. One of the trickiest ways in the world to ride is that pipeline backdoor area.
Now checking out, a left is Alessa Quizon. Got a ton of speed, layback hack on the inside corner for Alessa. That was the kind of section she hopes to get every single wave. One maneuver section. You can see how radical she can get when she has a big section to work with.
Well, that's that go-for-it attitude that I was talking about before, Joe. That's what I like about watching this young lady surf. You know, she's been doing double duty as well, coaching her boyfriend, Kaya, to a win. She races down the line. Watch this turn. Full speed jam right there. There is no holding back whatsoever. She was eyeing that one section, and the thing I really like about that wave is she didn't try and do too much. She didn't try and fit one turn in before that. She really did focus on that last maneuver and just laid every single bit of her energy into that. And I think the judges are going to appreciate it.
Alessa Quizon, 4.5 on one major maneuver. Now has the lead. Enever drops to second with her 3.0. The Australian up now, up and out. Carissa down to third with her 2, with plenty of time on the clock.
I don't know. I think I just feel good surfing. I think when there's good waves, it definitely allows us to kind of put on good surfing. But all the girls as well. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's changed really.
Well, a lot of confidence. Great to see you jump into round 3, and we'll see you in the next round. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Strider. Nikki Van Dyke just living through an amazing learning curve in a short period of time. She qualified with some really talented rookie names like Joanne DeFay, like Alessa Quizon and Dimity Stoyle. So Quizon leading the charge, 4.5, 3.33. Well, now look on as Carissa Moore sets this one off with a lot of speed. Great timing for her first turn. And ends up jamming it off the lip before it doubles up and closes out. Perfect timing for the 3-time world champ. Looking for a 4.24 for a lead change. Exchange continues now. Quizon with a big windup, tags it real quick. Reaches off the lip for her second move. So it seems like the recipe at hand for the tide we have in this swell, a nice solid 2-turn combo is going to make the difference. When you're surfing on your back end like Alessa and Carissa, how many options do they have in these conditions for maneuvers?
Well, not many, Joe, really. You know, you've got to fit that first turn in real tight, real quick. 2 nice, clean turns, and I think this is what Carissa has done. It's here off the bottom, just that clean snap there, comes out with a lot of speed, and then fits that closeout turn in. So, you know, I don't think they're looking for too much variety. I think they're just looking for that nice, clinical, clean, mistake-free surfing, which is really hard to do in these kind of waves. Alessa Quizon, very similar approach, that first nice turn, and then backed it up with a nice clean finish. So very similar ways. I think we're going to see similar scores.
So 2 different versions of the backside snaps, 2-turn combinations. Alessa looking to better a 3.33. She's done that. And it comes in at a 6.0 for Alessa Quizon. She improves. Last of Carissa Moore, a 7.5. Carissa to the lead, Alessa to second. Now Laura needs an 8.10. And now Moore starting to get her feet wet, warming up in this matchup. A venue where she hasn't been on the podium in the last couple of seasons. Last 2 years, domination by Tyler Wright. Had Tati runner-up last year. Year before it was Courtney Conlon. You look in history, Gilmore's won in France, Sally Fitzgibbons, and you're looking for Carissa Moore to at some point take over this contest, being a 3-time world champion.
I'm trying to sort of find it hard to realize that maybe Carissa won't win an event this year, but have a look at this.
Now going for a big backside turn. She'll end up reaching for it. She's down. Next opportunity is going to Laura Enever, who loves her backhand attack. Pacing her way to an under-the-lip hook, and we got 2 consecutive falls. But it is an interesting point, It's the start of the season.
A sign of things to come. Let's have a look while we're at the break. This was Carissa Moore's wave. Beautiful rotation off the top there, and just that smooth, clean, effortless surfing that this young lady brings to the table. It's almost like she waits for her opponents to open up with big scores, and then she counter punches. And that's exactly what Carissa's done. She's come back with a solid score, 7.50 to get herself in the lead. She's backed it up with a 5.67 and finds herself up into that first spot, Joe.
It was a question you asked Carissa a couple of seasons ago, Potts, when you were saying, hey, Carissa, do you actually wait for your competition to put pressure on yourself, then to perform? And she thought about it going, not intentionally. It was almost subconscious how her athleticism and competitiveness deep down inside would push her to answer back without completely being conscious of it. Vertically hacking it in the pocket is the 3-time world champ. Beautiful timing on the drifting finish. And Carissa's starting to heat up. Looking to better a 5-6-7 and her lead. Laura Enever with priority. Needs to use it wisely to break free of the combination required. She'll pick a solid looking right hand wall. Connection snap just to get this one going, and it's not going to be the wave that breaks the combination. Enever doing a good job this year on tour. She broke a long slump from losing heats from Fiji last year, broke that at Margaret River with a key win over Joanne DeFay.
To do it with turns, you know, to make sure those maneuvers all fit together and ride that wave as good as you possibly can is amazing.
Amazing to watch as we see the blow tail hack letting go of it is Carissa Moore. Quizon was on the split. We'll catch up to her at the tail end. Now Laura Enever on the next one. A big lofty rooftop float. Enever sinks on the landing. We'll see what Quizon did on her left in just a moment. Laura pretty far out the back. Should get out there quickly as we now hit the 5-minute warning. And this was Quizon's whip, Potts.
Yeah, nice little snap to start things off. That white water starting to froth. She goes for it at the end there and manages to pull that one off. So Alessa needs a 917 though. Laura Enever just going for broke as well. Just a little bit off balance right there. Unloads on the sandbank. Seen some crazy wipeouts, 2-wave hold downs.
As we see Laura Enever still searching for a wave to break free of the combination. 3:30 to go. But that's the depth, Potts, you're speaking of, this amazing stretch of sand that keeps on going. So you can check out the Roxy shop and Quick Shop, hosting all the fans to meet their favorite surfers. Laura up and out.
Joe, there was one other moment too that really stuck with me was, we'll get back to that in a sec.
Continuing on with action, Carissa Moore sets up the left. Nice traction on the carve. Not going to affect her top 2. She's got a 7.5, 7.67. Way out in front at the 2-minute mark.
You have those matchups. You have the Kelly-Andy finals at Pipeline, and you have the best guys against the best guys.
Continuing with this one is Alessa Quizon. Couple of sweeping backside turns. She's out of there, but she knew she needed a gigantic number. She was looking for a 9.17 to turn it. Enever remains comboed, although she's been super active. Her best score of 3.0. It's been all about Carissa Moore. Pocket 7s out in front. Enever now will take this wave as a warm-up for the second round of competition. You can see she's just trying to shake this one off quickly, Pucks.
Yep, you know, it's back to the drawing board really, and it's, you know, when you come up against someone like Carissa Moore, I don't think they're going to be too worried about it. It's not too much of a surprise to see Carissa walk away with a win with a couple of mid-range 7s. She's looking deadly, looking strong, and you talk about this event being the one she hasn't won yet. Could this be her year?
So far, so good for the 3-time world champion.